Hello, hello. Welcome to the Dollhouse. I am the doll, and today I'm talking about African supremacy being widely accepted. And when I say African supremacy, I'm comparing it to white supremacy, which is largely rejected in polite society. And I really made this observation earlier today after watching a video about the last matriarchal society in the world. And it's in a country called Guinea-Bissau. And there are some islands where people live called the Basago. The culture is led by women, governed by women, policed by women. They work the hardest. They choose the husbands. They are in charge of everything. And in the comment section of that video, there were people talking about why Africa is better than anything that we experience in the West. And just kind of denigrating America and denigrating Western countries. Now, I really wanted to focus on the hypocrisy here because there's no need to denigrate the United States or other countries as you promote yours. There's no need to do that with anything. And I feel like it really highlights how they truly feel. Like, in order to try to make themselves look better, they're bringing down the places where we live that they're trying to bust over the border to get to, and sending people here to immigrate and sending scammers here to target. So I don't necessarily think they even believe what they're saying themselves. But I wish that Africans and African Americans had more of a bridge between them. And the ways that I've observed African supremacy was evident in the comment section of the video that I am showing. Here, I'm not going to show the actual video or any clips from it for copyright reasons. But it's interesting to see how a matriarchal society works. With my American self, I would not want to live in that society. Like, working like a humpback. I just don't see that for myself. And if they're happy with that, fine. But I doubt that they know a different way of life. We have so much privilege here that I don't take for granted. When I see things like this, I feel extremely blessed, proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I just want to read some of the comments that I read under this video. One of them was this: I pray that they don't lose their culture. This brought me so much memories of what I took for granted when I had it. Please do not leave your culture for Western lifestyle that has no attachment to earth, nature, community. The Western life is an empty shell of a lifestyle. Hold your culture high. Well, that's really interesting because over here in the West, our connection to the earth and the soil, especially the descendants of the American enslaved, our connection to the land over here is sacred, and it has kept us fed and alive for the last few hundred years. So we absolutely have a connection to the land. And even the people from European descent, they too have a connection to earth. Why denigrate other cultures? I don't quite understand it. And from what I can sense, it's really just to feel better about the things that are going wrong in Africa. I'm going to point out some of the things that I appreciate about my country that I would prefer over that one. Infrastructure is one. Closeness to the earth is fine, but I don't like being among the bugs. I like air conditioning. I like windows. I like screens. I like heated pools. I like fire pits. I like mowed grass. I like grocery stores full of shelves. If you want that, fine. There's nothing wrong with living close to the land, but I'm not going to insult you. And I would appreciate if people in other countries didn't insult the West, especially when a lot of them really covet the lifestyle and try to pretend that that's not the case. Another thing that I feel that makes life in the West a more palatable place for me is that patriarchy does not reign so highly supreme. In African countries, I'm talking about patriarchy exists. There's this one bit of evidence for a matriarchal society. And then every other country in Africa is experiencing extreme patriarchy to the point where they are scraping off women's genitals as a rite of passage. For little girls, genital mutilation is a real thing. You know, there's a lot more cultural differences that I appreciate experiencing in the Western way. And maybe that's just me. I mean, however you like to do it, fine. Another comment that I noticed was someone saying that they are an African woman born and raised in Western culture. It's a very full lifestyle with joy, laughter, abundance, love, and community. The Westerners you may be referring to don't have as much power to destroy our spirits and hearts as you may ponder. We have a hidden power that we express called black magic, and it's passed from spiritually and intellectually gifted and creative mothers to their children, both boys and girls. Well, the black magic, I feel like I've got it. I mean, maybe I don't. Maybe I have some Western magic too, but whatever magic it is, I've got it. I'm not feeling like Westerners are trying to destroy the spirits of hearts of African people. I really don't. Because most of the time, their culture is highly celebrated. And people in America that come from places like Nigeria and West Africa, they typically get great results when they come to America because they work very hard. They don't require a lot materially. Typically, they're in a family structure that supports them. They fare very well here in the United States. And there's something, though, where people who are not from here, there's like a resentment for the natives. And me, I'm among the natives, baby. My family, we've been here for more than 400 years. I would say, however long this land has been, we've been here. That's how I feel as America. You know, as long as America has been, which I know is 1776, of course, fine. But even before that, before America was America, the colonizers, I'm sure a lot of us would be surprised to understand our bloodlines are mixed with these so-called colonizers. And believe it or not, these are your ancestors. And their DNA has influenced every part of how you live. The people on this channel understand that, you know, and we are Westerners. I'm a Westerner, and the dollhouse is over here in the good old United States. So I really do love to live here, especially after traveling the world and seeing other places and just like being aware that I live in literal luxury on the daily, better than most of the resorts that I've ever experienced around the world. So yeah, I love America. I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free and genital mutilation is illegal. So boom. Another thing that I really enjoy about America is the fact that most people can find a way to make money without having to scam. Now, there are scammers, there are criminals, but the whole country of Nigeria is known for scamming, like love scams, identity theft. It's just you're getting a bad rap. And it just it's not good for the brand. It's not good for your people. And, I feel blessed and lucky that no matter what here, there's an opportunity for me to start a business, make some money. This is one of the last places in the world, or one of the first places in the world, where you could change your class overnight. You can go from abject poverty to being extremely wealthy overnight. So, like I said, God bless America. African supremacy is just evident to me in this comment section. It's a mindset that, it really tries to downplay others to uplift oneself. And that's the same thing that white supremacy does. They're lying to themselves, trying to make their skin color or their background or their culture a special factor, like no one else in the world can compare. It's just an illusion. And I guess everybody has their right to do it, but it just seems dishonest to say that the Westerners are so lacking soul. No, it's just different from how you guys do things. Everything there is not all peachy keen. Anyway, thanks for listening, y'all. Talk to you soon.